a little late to the party, but we are talking Boku no Hero Academia episode 8. Now, a little confused here. I'm gonna say just a little confused. I don't think he's gone, but it seemed like he left, and I'm talking about Kacchan at the end of this episode. But before we get to that, just a little recap of what happened here. And we know that Deku is badly hurt, so he has to go to the nurse's office and heal once again. But all the other teams, we see some of their quirks and what their abilities are. I mean, we all love Momo. We all love Momo. She's a genius, but we know why we love her too. I'm just saying. But yeah, so I mean, Momo is able to really. Her character was really prompted in this episode. I think she's going to be one of the main characters. It seems like throughout this whole like her first introduction, she's there. You tell she's there. You tell she has that something. So I think she's going to be one of the main. Definitely one of the main characters. I mean, we get introduced to everybody. We get introduced to all the other heroes and stuff. We get introduced to this one guy who's very interesting. He's has half ice, he's half cold, half hot, and he's able to just take when the training starts. He's able to just ice the whole building and just easily get through the challenge. I think a lot of people think this guy's going to be a villain because a lot of people said possible villain, this and that. So I'm not sure. I don't read the manga, but I could see it. I mean, I could definitely see it. I don't like his costume though. His costume is just it's dumb. It's dumb. The one problem I have with Boku no Hero is the actual design work of the costumes. I'm forgiving it right now because, I mean, some work and some don't. I get playing to the abilities of the quirks, but I mean, some of the costumes are just really ridiculous. I mean, Kick-Ass doesn't work sometimes because of the stupid ass costumes that they have. But it's yeah, his costume was. I thought his was like one of the worst and generic ones. What was creepy was his partner is able to like form any kind of different like a mouth and ears and it reminded me of Parasite a lot. But overall, we do see all the teams and their abilities and stuff. There's some characters I'm starting to really like. And then there's some characters, we don't really go really in deep and detail with these characters and their quirks and stuff. We just see kind of glimpses. It's a montage, basically. It's a montage. And we see Deku. Well, we see All Might talking to Lady Healer, or whatever her name is, and about All for One. It's All for One. I always get it wrong, but I'm gonna say All for One and the ability, and like so many, only few people know about this ability and stuff, and even few people know about the situation that All Might's in his body. So overall, this episode was really focusing on Kai-chan, and just I mean, this is a question I present to you guys. Like at this point. Is he more prideful than Vegeta? Does he get on your nerves at some point? Because all this guy does is iced tea. I want it unsweetened. I hate you. Like that's what I'm getting from this guy. There was his one character trait. There's one thing about this character. He's an arrogant bastard who gets mad all the time, especially when Deku's around. That's it. There's no redeeming or nice qualities to him. Sometimes he does have those moments, especially when he kind of is like, "Okay, Deku, you got me." But I'm thinking that it's going to change later on. That he's going to kind of like you can see a little bit different side to Kai-chan, because it's fine for what it is, what they're doing with him right now, but that needs to change later on if he's going to be a character later on in the series. Well, he definitely is going to be one of the major ones. I really do feel like maybe he'll become a villain. I just feel like he's the villain role. He's definitely not a hero, but maybe I don't know. Maybe there's more to his story at all, and where it makes me feel like what? No, this guy has been. We think he can become a villain, but he thinks he could become a hero. This is why he wants to become a hero, because maybe there's something we don't know. I don't know. But so far, Kai-chan, all he does is get super pissed off. And this is the one thing I don't know. Did he leave the school, or he's just, leaving that particular day? I wasn't confused there, but he said he said that he's ready to work hard, in his own words and his own like kind of attitude of working hard. So yeah, Deku has definitely mad respect for Kacchan, and there's gonna be, like Oroko said. I know I've said that wrong, but she said that this is a fated battle that's going to happen. It's gonna happen, and somebody has to be the villain. So I'm thinking Kacchan's gonna be the villain. It'd be a twist if like Kacchan isn't the villain, and maybe Deku is controlled or whatever. I mean, that'd be a little bit of a twist, and I actually would like to see that. But overall, I thought this episode was good. I thought. It was more of a kind of a lot of montaging and a lot of conversation, a lot of Kai-chan getting angry in this episode. You do like I liked how we get to see the other characters in this episode and see what their quirks and what they could do, but it wasn't a lot of full detail on it. Of course, that wasn't going to happen because they want to move the story along and get to Deku, who was out because he needed to heal. But I think this was definitely a Momo episode, a Kai-chan episode, an All Might episode, and things to come, especially at the end where we see that All Might's villains and enemies are preparing to just gut him, honestly. So a lot of things that can happen in the future. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't read the manga. I would like to read the manga, but I think I'm going to wait till I'm done with the series and, of course, catch up to One Piece. But overall, I think the series is really, really great. I think I think it's really fantastic, but there is some problems I have with it with the costume designs. I know it's you can say it's a nitpick and stuff, but I'm reviewing. I'm telling you that's the problem. Designs is part of a show and stuff. I'm not saying it has to be an awesome badass costume or anything like that, but I feel like they're just so weird, and that one particular one was kind of generic and just doesn't look good, honestly. It doesn't have to be badass, but it has to be a little bit better than what they just gave us in this episode with that guy because I like his ability though. I like his ability, and I like what might come with this particular character. And he was shown from this episode a little bit more detailed than the rest of the crew for a reason. So that's what I'm thinking. But overall, Boku no Hero is doing a great job, a fantastic job of keeping me entertained, keeping me coming back to watch more. I think it's a really great series. Some great emotional, impactful moments. This was an episode where you could say it was emotional, impactful when Deku and Kai-chan were together. They always have great chemistry there, but I just feel like Kai-chan needs a little bit more of a character other than just a mad and crazed one. And you could say that the same thing with Vegeta, but I think what's so great about the series, the anime series with Vegeta, is like he is prideful, yet he kind of makes jokes. He kind of smirks. Like he's not just all, he's just not all. He is somewhat all prideful and yells and all that stuff, but he makes jokes. He makes jokes, and he kind of like he just has his way around him. Where Kai-chan's just like, ugh! Like it seems like he's just like he just can't take that shit. That's how I view it. So. I want to thank you guys for listening, and you can find more of my videos on my YouTube channel. Like the video if you like it, and comment below. Love to hear your guys' thoughts, and also subscribe. Would really appreciate it if you subscribe, and I can't wait for the next episode, though. I can't wait to see what things are setting up to be. So overall, I'm really liking this series. I think it's really great, and we'll see. We'll see what's going on. So, I'm Danny Megan and Son, and I am out here. Bye, guys.